Okay, I think I know what some of the more astute of you out there are thinking. Hey dude, yesterday when you did the artifacts from Scars of Mirrodin, didn't you leave out all, like, the colorless and the special lands? Don't you normally, like, lump those in with the artifacts? And you're right, I do normally lump those in with the artifacts. I really do. And you know what? I had them put off to the side, and I was going to talk about them, and I totally forgot about them because I had them off to the side. Yeah, that was brilliant on my part, wasn't it, guys? So, let's cover that real quick before we start going into Mirrodin Besieged. Just that Venser the Sojourner here. He does funk. He's 5 mana. He flashes creatures in and out of the battlefield. So anything... Is it creatures or permanents? Double check that. Permanents! Nice! So anyways, yeah, he flashes permanents in and out of the battlefield, so, he does some awesome funk. I mean, some awesome funk. He can make a creature unblockable. That's okay. Comes in useful at times. Then you get his, ultimate. Whenever you cast a spell, exile target permanent. That's kind of nice. That's kind of nice. But, there's that. We had a cycle of lands that I didn't actually have all of either. I've got black-red, red-green, blue-black. Actually, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I do have at least one of each in the cycle. Fortunately, the only one I have doubles on is the Razor Verge Thicket. And why do I have 5 of these sitting here? Basically, the Glimmer Post is, designed with the Cloud Post in mind. It's a locust. When it hits the board, you gain 1 life for each locust in the battlefield. Taps for colorless. It's alright. The others, we have a cycle of lands that tap for 1 of 2 allied colors. And when it hits the battlefield, if you control tapped, unless you control 2 or fewer lands. It's kind of interesting. They're good early game. Late game, not so much. So there's that. Battery on this thing's getting low. So I'm gonna try and talk real quick. Let's put that off to the side. Let's talk about Mirrodin Besieged White real quick. You've got a few more, French villain on Metalcraft dudes hanging out. We've got the battle cry mechanic introduced. We see that in white and red, to a lesser degree artifact. It's a cute mechanic. It's really aggressive. Kid science, fun stuff. We've got Divine Offering. Destroy an artifact, gain life equal to its mana cost. Not bad. It's a reprint from Legends. I want to say it was in Mirage as well. I'm not 100% certain on that. That's okay. It's an old card. It's always nice to see old cards reprinted. The Lean Relic Water. He's a 2/2. When he hits the board, exile target artifact. When he leaves play, bring the artifact back. All sorts of shenanigans you can pull with this guy. He's cute, he's fun. Whatever. Leaning Sky Hunter. It's a reprint from the original Mirrodin block, though this time he's a common instead of an uncommon. So, yeah, anyone who says, like, Magic's getting less powerful, blah, 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 there's power creep right there. Something that used to be strong enough to be considered an uncommon is now a common. And it's actually really solid, too. It's a 2/2 flyer for double white. And it's a knight. Always nice. Choking Fumes. It's an instant. Put a -1/-1 counter on each attacking creature. Never impressed me. And there's uses, but it's just never impressed me, Gore Vassal. There's a card that brought up a lot of rules questions. Yeah. That's, you sacrifice it to put a -1/-1 counter on target creature. Then if that creature's toughness is 1 or greater, regenerated. That's one of those things that blew a lot of people's minds. It really is. Master's Call. Hey, you know, it's one card that makes a pair of 1/1 creatures. Can't go wrong. Especially since how the casting cost is relatively low. I mean, isn't there something that makes a pair of ally tokens that costs slightly more? Does almost the same thing. 100% certain. Priest of Norn. He's cute. He's a 1/4 Vigilance Infect. That's not bad. I don't think he has a home in Series Constructed, but you know, I've found uses for him in Casual. I've got a red-white Infect deck hanging around somewhere that runs a set of him. He's fun. Mirrodin Crusader, 2/2 double strike, pro black, pro green. That's right. He's protection from both of the big Infect colors from the first part of the block. Double strike's just incredibly good, put bluntly. Frantic Salvage, 3 and a white for an instant. Put any number of target artifact cards from your graveyard on top of your library, draw a card. Reminds me a great deal of, I want to say it was Bone Harvest. It was a card from Mirage. Put any number of creatures on top of your library, draw a card. It was a black card. It was functionally reprinted in Lorwyn as Foot Bottom Feast, if I recall correctly. Kid science, fun stuff. Time Strike, 2/1 flying. Alright, Infect with flying is dangerous. Period. End of statement. At 4 mana, it's kind of high on the mana curve. So, outside of, like, you know, some sort of crazy theme deck, like red-white Infect, which is kind of ho-hum. But hey, you know what? He's peasant legal. And, yeah, outside of that, in draft, not all that great. Hero of Blade Hole, 4 mana for a 3/4 battle cry. When you turn him sideways, you get a pair of 1/1 white soldier tokens that come into play tapped and attacking. Really nice. There's the one I got at the pre-release. Can't see it very well, but you can barely make out. There's a little bit of a crease right there. I'm very upset with that. That happened at the pre-release. And it was my own damn fault. I'm really not happy about that. Locks it on Partisan. He's a 3/4 with Battle Cry for 5 mana. I don't like him. Put bluntly. Banishment Decree. Put an artifact, creature, or enchantment on top of owner's library. It's kind of high costed for what it does, though. It's okay in draft, but outside of that, I don't think I'd see use. Phyrexian Rebirth. Here's a funky one. It's 6 mana. It's kind of high on the casting cost, but you nuke every creature on the board, and then you get an XX colorless horror artifact creature token, where X is the number of creatures destroyed this way. That thing can be huge. I mean, huge. I got 2 of those. And Trio of White Sun Zenith. X, triple white. Instant. Put X 2/2 white cat tokens onto the board. Shuffle the Zenith back into the deck. The Zenith cycle is really awesome. I loved the Zenith cycle. All of them, for the most part, were good cards. You can't go wrong. So, like I said, battery's low. So, making this one brief. I'm going to be able to go into more detail in the next couple of days. I actually got ambitious during the small hours of the morning today, and I sorted the whole set. So that means I get to take a couple of days off from sorting and just talk about cards. Just talk about cards. But not today. Not today. Save that for tomorrow, right, guys? Alright, I'm going to upload this and probably go to sleep while it's uploading, because I haven't slept since yesterday. Yeah, my sleep cycle's shot to hell right now. Really is. So anyways, like I said, I'm going to set this to uploading, try to get some sleep, and hopefully, well, it's not quite noon yet, so hopefully I'll, sometime late tonight or early in the coming morning, the small hours of the morning, I'll cross-post this onto the Wizards message boards. We'll see how it goes. If the upload time on YouTube is short enough, I might even cross-post it onto the Wizards message boards today. We'll see. Ooh, pardon me. Oh, hey, and here's a fun thing for you, too. found these underneath the fridge. I was looking in the fridge last night, and I saw like a couple of cards sitting under there, and then I went in, like I fished them out, and I'm like, son of a... It's probably the cat's doing. She probably knocked them down. I didn't even see them over there. Blah 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 blah. She's a cat. She does stuff. She's doing okay, if in case you're wondering. I bought a little, they called it a storage ottoman at Walmart. I figured, hey, you know what? It's a nice little, it's a little thing. It's not really a stool, but it can do in a pinch, and it's also storage space, so it's not like just sucking up floor space, doing nothing. And she's decided, you know what? This is a new item in the household, so she's gonna sleep all over it and claw the crap out of it. These things happen. Alright. Have a good one, fellas. Catch you later.